Bill Belichick, they got their brakes beat off of them 48-14 last night by TCU. I believe unranked TCU beat the brakes off of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And look, TCU will probably be ranked. It's a good team. But there is a problem. The Horned Dog got the brakes beat off of him by the Horned Frogs. That's what happened last night. And I don't think TCU will be the only ones to get the best of the Horned Dog, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, and I've said it, and I went out on a limb, and I'm doing my I told you so after week one. This North Carolina deal is not going to work. It's a wrap. Bill Belichick is making a fool of himself. His team looked soft, looked confused. It looked like a team that's being led by a 73-year-old man who is publicly gallivanting around, parading around with a 24-year-old sugar baby. Bill Belichick is being led by the wrong head. And when you're led by that head at 73 years old in particular, young men are not going to follow you. Bill Belichick has reached his expiration date. Bill Belichick went through 73 years of life and then decided, you know what? These last years, I'm just going to give in to sexual pleasure. I'm not interested in being a great football coach. I'm not interested in protecting my brand as a great leader. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm a horn dog. And the Horned Frogs came in and kicked my butt and embarrassed me on national TV. Did you see the fourth quarter of that game? That place emptied out. It's over in Chapel Hill. It's over. It's not coming back. The fans came. Michael Jordan was there. Lawrence Taylor was there. Randy Moss was there. Everybody came. And they were like, uh-oh. This isn't what we came for. This isn't going to be the resurgence. This isn't, Bill Belichick righting the wrongs of the last 3 or 4 years in New England. This isn't Bill Belichick proving that, hey, I don't need Tom Brady. This is Bill Belichick collecting a check and pulling a scam on North Carolina. As you all have heard me say, I have a great deal of respect and affinity for North Carolina's athletic director, Bubba Cunningham. His first full-time lead athletic director's job was at my Ball State Cardinals. Love Bubba Cunningham. I'm not blaming him because I'm sure it was people higher than him, but he's got an impossible situation on his hand, and everybody wants to talk about Kellen DeBoer. And, hey, when's Alabama going to get out of that deal? I'm saying after one game, North Carolina should be figuring out how do we get out from underneath Bill Belichick. And it's just one game. Nah, man. When that guy showed up with his girlfriend, his 24-year-old girlfriend, and she's participating in interviews, she's on field during spring practices, he's on the beach with her on his feet up in the air. When you saw that was like, oh, we got the wrong coach. We got the wrong coach. This guy is living out some sexual fantasy that he did not get to live out in his younger days when his life was devoted to football. He's not into football. He's not into no distractions. He is the distraction. It's a wrap for Bill Belichick as a legendary football coach. It's North Carolina needs to be, Mike, can you cut us a check? Can you help us out here? North Carolina, LT, I know you don't have Mike's money, but can you help us raise some money? We got to buy Bill Belichick out. I don't care. Turn it over to his son. But Bill Belichick as the leader of this football, it's not going to work on television. The TV ratings are not going to stay with Bill Belichick. This isn't a Deion Sanders situation. People tune in to watch Deion succeed. People tune in to watch Deion fail. It's watching Bill Belichick fail this spectacularly. It's embarrassing. There's not he hasn't carried himself in a way that people would derive pleasure from watching him fail. It's more just sad. It's pathetic. I watched that last night, and I was like, look at this guy. He's making a fool of himself. College football, the whole NFL stoic Bill Belichick, Tom Landry just stay. Yeah, we're on to Cleveland. I know I don't want any distractions. Yeah, we're just getting ready for Cleveland. It doesn't work. They went down on their first drive, scored a touchdown, looked good, and Bill Belichick stoically, no reaction. That's not college football. That's not how you interact and lead 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Even though they got millions of dollars, even though you probably hate them the same way you hate pro players that got millions of dollars, they feed off the head coach's energy. There has to be some sort of emotion. And Nick Saban, he's not overly emotional. He got more emotion than Bill Belichick. It meant something to Nick Saban. Bill Belichick stood on that sideline and looked like, when's that direct deposit hitting my account from North Carolina? Oh, that's every 2 weeks. I guess that check will get there on Wednesday. That's what Bill Belichick looked like. He did not look like a college football coach leading a bunch of kids who were excited. It's their first game. It's this electric crowd. No emotion. Worked in the NFL, probably works still in the NFL. It will not work in college football, particularly when your quarterback, your best quarterback, the kid they had to play at the end, is the exact same age as your girlfriend. This was a disaster, an absolute disaster, and North Carolina needs to be figuring out today, how do we hit the eject button? I sound, you can't do that after one game. Bill Belichick's earned more than that. You're overreacting. No, I'm not. I've been saying this since they hired him. Since I saw her in that long coat, jacket, walking on the spring game or spring something, helping Bill Belichick get mic'd up, walking out, I was like, hey, this isn't going to work. You can't parade your sugar baby, who's the same age as your players, around the football facility. It is open season on Jordan Hudson right now. Her DMs are filled. And I'm not talking about with TCU players who were cracking jokes in their locker room about Bill Belichick. I'm talking about in his own locker room. They're in her DMs in his own locker room. If there's one atmosphere and environment that I absolutely know, it's a football locker room, and it's a predatory environment. And if Bill Belichick wants to parade around his sugar baby, who's the same age as these players, she will be targeted. Particularly when the coach is a laughingstock, particularly when the team is a laughingstock. And Bill Belichick is making a laughingstock of himself and North Carolina. They better be having some long meetings at North Carolina right now. How do we get out from underneath this? Let's turn it over to Bill's son. He's already on the coaching staff. Bill, you and Jordan, deuces. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.